and he didn't see the light.
Right now, a local family still grappling with a devastating loss, hoping to bring awareness to the issue of mental health. Their story just ahead. Plus, a popular local restaurant set to close, what the well-known owner has in store for the site in the coming months. And later, draft night for the Green and Gold will reveal what the Packers have done so far as the 2022 NFL Draft is underway in Las Vegas. It's all ahead. A News 3 Now at 10. And thanks for joining us tonight. A local family still grappling with that devastating loss, at the same time hoping to bring awareness to the issue of mental health. This is a story of Tony Schwegler, a man who was on the front lines during the height of the pandemic, but it's also about his family who, after losing the 31-year-old to suicide, is speaking up for change. Tahalil Muhaddin reports.
He was funny, he was goofy, he had energy. He was massacre.
Brother and sister Ryan Schwegler and Jill Squires are sharing their youngest sibling's story.
He was the life of the party, and people loved seeing him.
Speaking up about the struggles 31-year-old Tony Schwegler had with substance abuse and mental health.
I know there's other people out there that are struggling, dealing with the same thing. You're not alone.
A challenge made more difficult by the COVID-19 pandemic. Tony dealing with anxiety as a frontline worker.
That was a huge weight for him. I think he loved it. He was working with people. He was a part of the solution, but it was challenging.
His family beginning to notice a change in his behavior and wanting to help.
By the end of 21, we were seeing a very different Tony.
But finding it hard to get him into a facility.
There's not a bed available. There's not a doctor available. You have to wait, and 8 weeks. Oh, we have to call and do an assessment.
Believing he needed immediate help and being told he didn't meet the qualifications for inpatient care, despite expressing suicidal thoughts.
We tried to keep him safe. We tried to keep him at home. We tried to keep him busy. We tried to just take some things from him that were triggering for him.
His family having to wait weeks to have him evaluated. Time they didn't have.
All I keep thinking about is if, we had also been able to buy him some more time from even being able to get access to things that he could harm himself with. We could have bought enough time to get him into a facility.
Hoping his story helps bring change and time for others in need. If you or someone you know is in emotional distress or a suicidal crisis, there is help. You can call the number on your screen. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline provides a free 24-hour service to those in need.
Well, we appreciate them sharing that difficult story. Tahlil, thank you. The family has set up a memorial fund in Tony's honor to help others in need of mental health care. UW Health says it, too, will be naming an annual award in his name. They say it will go to an outstanding medical assistant apprentice graduate starting this summer. We have more information on both at our website, channel3000.com. Well, let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Now, here is Chief Meteorologist Gary Cadalti on the weather patio. Gary?
Well, Eric, there were a few showers earlier this afternoon south of Madison, but right now things are pretty quiet. As we look at the time lapse from the WISC Skycam, you can see a couple breaks in the clouds this morning, then a few sprinkles of rain about midday, and then a little more sunshine mixing in with the clouds this afternoon. Now you can see some showers and even some thunderstorms out across Iowa and Minnesota. Those are moving eastward and could affect parts of southern Wisconsin later on tonight, but right now nothing occurring across the southern portion of the state. High temperatures today near 50 in Madison. 49 was the best we could do. Janesville topped out at 48. It was cooler to the east, but to the west temperatures were in the middle 50s where there was a little more sunshine, like toward Boscobel and Prairie du Chien. And right now temperatures are mainly in the 40s, although it is starting to cool to around 40 or in the upper 30s closer to Lake Michigan. Temperatures are going to hold nearly steady overnight with mostly cloudy skies. And that's a chance for a shower tonight or even during the day tomorrow, but most of the time it'll be dry with a high of 63. Better chances for showers and thunderstorms arrive tomorrow night into Saturday. I'll have more on that in the forecast in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. Newly filed court documents show Quadrin Wilson has reached a tentative plea deal for a pair of drug charges filed against him. The 38-year-old is the man at the center of an officer-involved shooting case on the city's east side earlier this year. His family says Wilson was shot multiple times during his arrest in early February. According to the documents, as part of the plea deal, Wilson will likely get 3 years in prison. Prosecutors also plan to charge Wilson tomorrow with possession of cocaine after they say police found him with the drug the day he was shot. shot. According to the deal, Wilson will plead guilty or no contest to both charges. In Chippewa Falls, the medical examiner releasing preliminary autopsy findings for 10-year-old Lily Peters. It shows she died of strangulation and blunt force trauma and says her cause of death determined to be homicide. A juvenile boy arrested yesterday, now held on $1 million cash bond. Derek Chauvin's attorney asking for a new trial in the former police officer's conviction in the murder of George Floyd. He filed an 82-page brief containing multiple reasons he believes the original trial was unfair. Chauvin currently serving a 22.5-year prison term on the conviction. He pleaded not guilty in the case, but pleaded guilty in a federal civil rights case involving that same incident. Gun violence in the U.S. rose during the first year of the pandemic. According to a study published today in JAMA Network Open, there were roughly 4,400 excess deaths linked to firearms between March 2020 and the following February. There were also more than 10,000 excess non-fatal injuries. 4 states, New York, Illinois, Michigan, and Texas, accounted for most of those shootings. Madison fire crews tonight looking into the cause of an afternoon fire at a local Catholic school. Around 2:30 today, St. Denis Catholic School on the east side had to be evacuated after a fire started in a lower level storage room. About an hour and a half later, the fire was out. Crews started to ventilate. All 256 students and staff members got out of that building safely. And dramatic video from La Crosse, a downtown building said to be a total loss after an early morning fire happened in the India Curry House restaurant shortly after 4 a.m. and grew into a larger fire within hours. No reports there of any injuries. New tonight, Republican gubernatorial candidate Tim Michels says he'll divest himself from his construction company if he wins office. Michels co-owns Michels Corporation with his brothers, which often bids on state road work, setting up a potential conflict of interest if Michels were to become governor. He tweeted today saying he has stepped away from his job at the company to focus on his campaign and would divest himself from his ownership role if he were to win the governor's race. Also new tonight, the Oklahoma Legislature giving final approval to a so-called heartbeat bill that seeks to ban most abortions in the state. It is the latest bill in the U.S. modeled after the strict Texas law that prohibits abortions after 6 weeks before most women know they're pregnant. Labor unions across the country today recognizing Workers' Memorial Day to remember those injured or killed on the job and to push for safer work environments. Today, event organizers in Madison held a hard hat processional and attended a memorial service at St. Patrick's Church. This year, there will be a growing focus on heat-related illness.
Heat has become a significant issue in the workplace, and with some of the issues with excessive heat in the past years, we've had too many heat-related hospitalizations and fatalities. So the agency is going to be focusing on heat in the coming months.
Organizers say each year thousands of workers are killed, millions more suffer injury or illness because of their jobs. No significant danger of radiation at the Chernobyl plant in Ukraine. That's according to the International Atomic Energy Agency. Officials measured radiation there over the past few days and said although there is a slight increase, it's still below authorized levels. The nuclear power plant is back in Ukrainian control after it was taken by Russian forces a few weeks ago. As explosions rocked Ukraine's capital today, President Biden unveiling another major aid package to help the country's battle against Russia. Skylar Henry has more.
President Biden is asking Congress for an additional $33 billion to help Ukraine defend itself against Russia's brutal invasion. That's on top of the more than $13.5 billion already approved last month.
This assistance would provide even more artillery, armored vehicles, anti-armored systems, anti-air capabilities that have been used so effectively thus far in the battlefield by the Ukrainian warriors.
Urging lawmakers to act quickly, the president said his proposal includes over $20 billion in military assistance and billions more to keep Ukraine's government running.
The cost of this fight is not cheap, but caving to aggression is going to be more costly if we allow it to happen.
Leading Republicans signaled support.
They've earned it. They've shown their will to fight stronger than the morale of the Russians.
Russia's war in Ukraine is intensifying in the nation's east and south, but all points are proving vulnerable to attack. After meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin earlier this week, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres visited Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky in Kyiv.
It is vital that the International Criminal Court and other UN mechanisms conduct their work so that there can be real accountability.
After their meeting, missile strikes hit the capital, not far from the hotel where the UN chief was staying. Ukraine's defense minister called it an attack on the security of the Secretary General and on world security. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
President Biden said recent remarks by some Russian officials arguing the risk of nuclear war is now brewing are irresponsible. The war hitting McDonald's in the wallet to the tune of $127 million last quarter. The fast food giant temporarily shut down locations in Russia and Ukraine last month, but officials said they would still pay their employees there. Those salaries, leases, and other supplies racked up about $27 million in expenses. The remaining amount, about $100 million, comes from food and other items that will have to be disposed of. President Biden will make his first trip to Asia since taking office next month. He'll visit South Korea and Japan during a 4-day trip beginning May 20th. He'll also attend a gathering with leaders of Australia and India. After facing permanent closure after almost 40 years in business, B-Side Records on State Street has found a new place to call home. Owners said their old site would be closing to make way for a 5-story multi-use building. But now, starting in September, the company says it's found a new place to move just a block away and still on State Street. Madison chef and restaurant owner Dave Heide says his flagship restaurant in Fitchburg, Liliana's, will permanently close on June 15th. In its place, though, he'll be opening 2 new concepts, one called Ollie's, the other St. Charles Station. Both go into the same building as Liliana's. Ollie's will feature accessible farm-to-table food. St. Charles Station will be a sit-down fine dining experience, a New Orleans-style restaurant. Something new brewing at Delta Beer Lab in Madison. Starting today, it's now offering their new West Coast IPA, brewed by an all-female team in collaboration with the Pink Boots Society, which was created to assist, inspire, and encourage women or non-binary individuals in the alcoholic beverage industry to advance their careers through education. And new tonight, after a 15-8 vote, Starbucks workers at a location in Oak Creek successfully joined the national movement to unionize. Workers there asked for union recognition back on February 11th, and as of yesterday, selected Workers United International Union as their representative in the workplace. Over 200 Starbucks locations across America have filed for union representation, including 3 here in Madison. And of course, it is NFL Draft Night in Las Vegas. The Green Bay Packers with 2 first-round picks tonight. All the top receivers were gone, so with the 22nd pick, they drafted Quay Walker, one of the stars on defense for national champion Georgia, a 6'4", 241-pound linebacker who led the Bulldogs in tackles, and they have just entered their pick, we should say, the 28th pick, but we don't know what it is yet. So that will be announced any moment. Zach Hanley will update us and have much more coming up in sports. And still ahead at 10, a closer look at the corpse flower at Old Brick Gardens about to bloom for the first time in 12 years. Plus, Gary will be back with his full forecast and a preview of what we can expect this weekend. Stay with us.
Madison Magazine's Best of Madison 2022. Vote for your favorites online, including Fry Construction for Best Kitchen and Bath Design, Best Roofer, and Best Window and Doors. Vote Fry Construction at MadisonMagazine.com.
Culver's couldn't have started anywhere but in Sauk City, Wisconsin. Still today, we are a family restaurant. Here, nearby farms grow the food we eat, smiles are contagious, and everyone is someone's neighbor. It's a place where our love of fresh food is as strong as our love for each other. It's a feeling of welcome you'll notice the moment you stop by. Because where we come from has made us who we are, and for that, we couldn't be more proud. Welcome to Delicious.
What can Sono Bello do for you? How about a new shape?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
New confidence.
I can see a huge difference. Look at this.
New you.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
With Sono Bello, you can remove stubborn body fat permanently in just one visit. Don't wait a moment longer to reveal the new you.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation with Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and find out how you can get $250 off. Sono Bello uses Tri-Sculpt micro-laser liposuction to remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently for incredible transformations in just one visit.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Call 1-888-622-8360 or go to sonobello.com.
It's time. Get back to your health and fitness goals by joining Anytime Fitness for just $1. Now through May 2nd. Get a coach, get going, get fit. Join Anytime Fitness for just $1. Now through May 2nd. Hurry in today.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison 2022. Vote for your favorites online, including Wanakee Furniture ETC, Best Furniture, Best Home Accessories. Vote Wanakee Furniture ETC today at madisonmagazine.com. Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison 2022. Vote for your favorites online, including Fry Construction for Best Kitchen and Bath Design, Best Roofer, and Best Window and Doors. Vote Fry Construction at madisonmagazine.com.
A new cafe hits the road to satisfy coffee cravings. Tomorrow, I'm in the 608 to check out the menu and their business plan.
And we are planning out the weekend, how strong storms could impact your Saturday. That's tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
It's something that everybody should maybe experience once and then decide if you want to experience it again. It really does not smell great.
That's right. Experience it once. Olbrich Gardens getting ready for a big moment. One of their corpse flowers set to bloom in the coming days. This one hasn't bloomed in 12 years. Gets its name because it emits the smell of rotting flesh when it blooms to attract pollinators. Pretty cool event happening today at Alliant Energy Center, billed as the state's largest sustainable transportation conference and expo, featuring breakout sessions with some of the industry's top sustainable transportation leaders, touching on topics like how to incorporate electric and alternative fuel vehicles into fleets, available state and federal programs to help fund them. Vehicles on hand include an electric recycling truck, compressed natural gas snow plows, a hybrid street sweeper, and a propane-powered Ford F-150. Not a good day for Amazon shareholders. Stock plummeting about 10% in after-hours trading. Its first time reporting a loss since 2015. The company reported a $3.8 billion loss for the first quarter. Now, the difference in that and the $4.4 billion profit that was predicted by analysts is massive. Now, Mark Zuckerberg, he had a good day. Facebook made $11.5 billion today. Zuckerberg's windfall comes after shares of Meta, the parent company for Facebook and Instagram, shot up nearly 19%. Investors were pleased that users grew during the first quarter, but as a whole, shares are still down 38% for the year. The FDA wants to make drinks more safe for kids, calling for lead levels to be reduced in apple juice and other juice blends. Lead, a naturally occurring element, which means it can't completely be removed from the food supply, but the FDA says if the action levels they recommend are taken, consumer exposure would be limited. Some entertainment news tonight. A sequel in the works for The Batman. Robert Pattinson set to return in the title role. The director of the first film delivered that news at an annual trade show for theater owners this week. Matt Reeves said he will write and direct the sequel. No word yet on the rest of the cast. And James Corden, the host of The Late Late Show here on CBS, says he will leave the show next year. Mr. Corden made that announcement during a taping of his show in Los Angeles. He has hosted The Late Late Show now for 8 seasons and has been signaling for some time that he was strongly considering leaving the show. Time for your certified most accurate forecast. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Yeah, just trying to get a graphic put together here. Right now, we're just watching high-resolution Doppler radar right now. We're seeing a couple of scattered showers just starting to sneak onto the radar, just over southeastern portions of Minnesota and northeastern Iowa. This is the next batch of showers heading in our direction, even a couple of flashes of lightning out there. But for the most part, I think when this precipitation reaches us, it'll be mainly in the form of some light rain showers. You can see the rest of southern Wisconsin free of precipitation. The showers we had earlier into parts of Indiana and Ohio and moving away from us. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Look for mainly cloudy skies tonight and tomorrow. Not much in the way of rain. There'll be a chance of showers, but just a chance. The better chances of rain will arrive from Friday night into Saturday with some showers and thunderstorms. But in between, it looks like we could sneak in a couple of days where temperatures are in the lower 60s. Now, high temperatures today, 40s and 50s again across Wisconsin. But again, that warm air is not that far away. Des Moines, Iowa, yesterday they were in the 70s, today in the 60s, but that front just between them and Omaha, Nebraska is 82 degrees, temperatures in the upper 80s across parts of northern Kansas. And you can see current temperatures now about where they were much of the day here. So the cloud cover keeping temperatures up, and we're going to see those temperatures hold nearly steady overnight, but still very mild to our south and to our west. The jet stream is the kind of the dividing line between the warmer air to the south and the colder air to the north. We talk about that every night, and you can see clusters of showers and thunderstorms developing along that jet stream. There's actually a warm front not far to our south and west, and that's kind of where these showers and storms are developing. But even the stuff in Minnesota is developing with warmer air aloft. So even though the air near the ground is fairly chilly, The warmer air aloft is still unstable enough to create some thunderstorms. The stronger storms are down in the vicinity of the warm front, but as that warm front lifts northward, we're going to see our temperatures jump up. Tomorrow we'll see them in the lower 60s, and will probably be about the same on Saturday. But right now, temperatures still in the 30s close to Lake Michigan and middle to upper 40s across the rest of the state. On future track, you can see a few showers perhaps sneaking in overnight and maybe during the day tomorrow, maybe even a couple of breaks in the clouds. But notice, here come the showers and thunderstorms tomorrow night, and then as we head into Saturday, rounds of showers and thunderstorms. And a couple of these thunderstorms could be rather strong, but then the colder air starts to wrap in from the south and west, and on Sunday, temperatures will drop back into the upper 50s, and we'll see some scattered shower chances. So for tomorrow, look for a high of 63 degrees, mostly cloudy skies, breezy, milder, a chance of a shower during the day, but most of the day will be dry. You can see this on future track. Again, tonight, lots of clouds, temperatures holding steady in the 40s. We climb up into the lower 60s tomorrow. Then the showers and thunderstorms arrive tomorrow night into Saturday. Again, a possibility there could be a stronger thunderstorm during the afternoon on Saturday before the cold front comes through. Rainfall amounts about a ½ inch to an inch, mainly east of Madison to the west of Madison, more in the quarter to ½ inch range, but any spot that gets a heavier thunderstorm could develop at least perhaps an inch of rain. 7 to 10 day forecast. Notice those temperatures drop back into the 50s for next week, so we stay cool. Rain chances Tuesday, and then again Wednesday night into Thursday with some showers. By next weekend, we'll get a little more sunshine. Temperatures start to struggle back at least into the middle 60s.
And coming up in sports, the Packers go defense in round 1. The two teammates they drafted in the first round next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
We asked some of our young fans for their best one call, that's all.
One call, that's all. One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
In the military, we call it dereliction of duty. Ron Johnson is supposed to serve Wisconsin. Instead, he served himself. An investigation found Ron Johnson pushed through a special tax loophole that benefited his own family's business. Then he cashed out of the company for $5 million. Ron Johnson has doubled his wealth since taking office. That's a dereliction of duty. Tell Ron Johnson to stop passing tax laws that benefit himself.
At Weedman Lawn Care, we believe that a lush, beautiful lawn should be enjoyed by the whole family. That's why we offer a kid and pet-friendly program to create a healthier, greener, weed-free lawn that your whole family can enjoy. Our program includes effective applications of targeted weed control and slow-release golf course quality fertilizer to achieve real results. Call or click today for your free quote, or sign up now and see the Weedman difference. Doesn't your family deserve a Weedman lawn?
Hey everybody, who's coming to the big show? Meet me at Vet Aid, Saturday, June 11th at Oakshot Gaming and Casino in Wisconsin Dells for an all-day outdoor event. Come out for classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles during the day and stay for the concert at night. Featuring country superstar Trace Atkins, Runaway June, The Mascot Theory, and Beth Killyman. All benefiting Heat and Housing for Heroes. Visit VetAidWI.com for more details.
Here's to the guy with the tree in his kitchen who can't talk right now because his elderly neighbor needs help. Here's to the generator in the middle of the street with extension cords running to 4 different houses. Here's to the countless acts of kindness that helped the Midwest recover from one of the worst storms in recorded history. You've given a whole new meaning to the term silver lining. The worst brings out our best.
$1 million worth of the best hot tubs in Madison are at Leisure Concepts. And right now, get immediate free delivery, free ozone system, cover lift, matching entry steps, supplies, and training. Our showroom is packed with brand new hot tubs for immediate delivery. We're including everything you need and all at a great low spring price. Leisure Concepts is open 7 days a week. Stop into our packed showroom in Madison on the Beltline at the Park Street exit.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
As soon as you make that call, you're going to have somebody on your side. They're going to be your advocate. They're going to fight for you.
One call, that's all.
They took care of everything.
Mark Murphy teased Packer fans ahead of this year's NFL draft when he said, the draft is going to be very interesting. And instantly the wheels started turning. With 2 first-round picks, they could move up, draft a couple receivers, even make a trade. Instead, they stayed put, and inside Green Bay's war room, they drafted a Georgia defender in the first round for the 2nd straight year. At 22, they selected Georgia linebacker Quay Walker, and then at 28, they took another Bulldog, defensive tackle Devontae Wyatt. The Bucs are 3 days away from tipping off their Eastern Conference semifinal series with the Celtics, and like they did in games 3, 4, 5 against the Bulls, they're going to have to do it without Chris Middleton. Mike Budenholzer said the 3-time All-Star won't play in Game 1. Now, this morning, The Athletic reported that Middleton's MCL injury is a grade 2 sprain, and he's expected to miss the entire series against Boston. Sunday's game is set for noon. This spring, Doug Maughan has seen his share of track and field meets getting canceled because of the weather. And 2 weeks ago, Sun Prairie was about to call off another one until he took action and helped out the Cardinals and their opponent with one bus trip to Beloit.
Looking good, Icy. Looking good.
Spend 1 second around Doug Maughan.
You gotta say it with some power.
And you'll get a boost.
He might be the most passionate track and field person I have ever had the pleasure of knowing.
Think of Easter bunnies. Good. Set.
Pretty much 24/7, 365.
Go.
He's thinking about track and field.
We knew we were going to be short bus drivers in the spring, and so we got our bus driver's license.
Little did Maughan know that getting his CDL would come up big early in Sun Prairie's season.
We had gotten to the meet, and he wasn't there, and we were all just kind of wondering where he was.
Set.
The Cardinals soon found out.
Ooh, nice one.
Maughan was on his way to Beloit.
Go.
With a bus.
For him to go pick up an opposing team, drive them up here, take time off, that couldn't have encapsulated him more. That was Coach Maughan.
I know they'd lost a couple other meets due to a lack of a bus driver, and you know, it's no different than our kids. You know, that was the easiest plan was, you know, I could get a bus from Cobeson and drive down and grab those kids and come right back.
And he did.
He just hurdled.
The meet happened. The kids competed.
If it helps those kids have a better day and it helps Sun Prairie a little bit, you know, I think it's a win-win for everybody.
And in the process, they learned a little something from their head coach.
It just said to me that you do the right thing when you have the opportunity to, and he had the opportunity to, and it set a great example.
Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it! Yeah!
Brewers going for their first series, or their series sweep against the Pirates, and Andrew McCutchen had himself a day against his former team. 9th inning, threw down a run. McCutchen drops one into the outfield to score 2. He also hit a home run on the first pitch of the game. McCutchen finished with all 3 of the Brewers' RBIs. Milwaukee gets the sweep with a 3-2 win. We're back after this.
The Pirates win right off the leather of Van Meter, and it's a 2-run knock for McCutchen.
It's the big snack sale, Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Goldfish crackers, 3 for only $5. Select Frito-Lay snacks, 3 for only $5. And Nature Valley bars, 2 for only $4. Scan the QR code or check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
Enough! This doom and gloom ends now.
It's time for a brighter view. Let the sun shine in with 2-for-1 windows from Feldco. Plus, no interest until 2023.
2-for-1 windows from Feldco ends Saturday. Hurry. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
When you drive a Honda, the adventures go on and on. Follow your adventures with the rugged power of Honda. The brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
It's like I'm downloading in slow motion. Wish we had better internet.
Charlie!
That's right. It's me, Charlie. WISC specialist for Spectrum. Let's get that wish granted.
How?
Spectrum Internet delivers speeds of 200 megabits for a stronger connection on all your devices. Here, yeah, and here. Plus, get a free modem and free desktop security to keep your kids safe online.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month. Call 833-768-4999.
Why do we need all these remotes? I wish our shows were in one place.
Spectrum TV makes it easy to find your favorites. Plus, you'll have access to over 85,000 titles on demand. And with the free Spectrum TV app, you can watch live sports, news, and more on any device, anywhere.
Get Spectrum TV for $49.99 a month. Call 833-768-4999.
I wish we didn't have a contract. Granted.
Oh, he's good. Switch to Spectrum Internet or TV, or get them both for $49.99 a month each, all with no contracts. Call 833-768-4999.
It's the big snack sale, Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Cheez-It crackers, 4 for only $9. Nabisco snack crackers, 2 for only $4. And Intamin's Little Bites, 2 for only $5. Scan the QR code or check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
Trust the First Warn Weather Team for your most accurate forecast. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Finally tonight, the iconic Washington Crossing the Delaware painting, which hung in the White House from the 1970s to 2014, is coming up for auction and estimated to fetch about $20 million. The oil painting, one of 3 versions by Emanuel. Only 2 survived. The first damaged in a studio fire when he was still working on it, was later destroyed in a World War II air raid in Germany. You know, the water there, Gary, kind of reminds me of Wisconsin in late April. It is still chilly, although we're going to get a little warmer tomorrow, right?
You don't see me standing in front of a boat. Yeah, tomorrow we'll be back in the 60s. Live view from the Edgewater Sky Cam. Just cloudy out there right now. There are some showers, even a couple of thunderstorms in southern Minnesota, southern Iowa, kind of heading in our direction. We might see a couple of showers overnight and maybe a shower or 2 during the day tomorrow, with better chances of rain arrive tomorrow night into Saturday. Temperatures right now, middle 40s. These aren't going to change very much. Look for temperatures to be in the mid-40s tomorrow morning, but up to 63. Again, a chance for a shower during the day tomorrow. Better chances for showers and thunderstorms from tomorrow night into Saturday and Saturday evening. Saturday's high 62, also kind of windy. Then the temperatures go back into the 50s next week. Shower chances Sunday, slight chance Monday. Better chances for rain Tuesday, and then late Wednesday into Thursday. And we'll have to wait till next weekend to get some sunshine and temperatures back closer to 60.
All right, Zach will have more draft coverage tomorrow night when we figure out maybe who Aaron Rodgers will be throwing the ball to next year. Thanks for joining us, folks. Have a good night.